Hello beautiful Virgos, how are you? Happy December. I hope nobody's too crazy around you, or you're not too crazy with the very festive, silly season. I just did a reading and made mention of the fact that while everybody is going through stuff at the moment, Australia is doing it particularly tough with serious droughts. I mean, ridiculously bad droughts. And now we've got mass bushfires up and down the east coast. So if you're watching this, just spare a thought for the people who need a little bit more good energy this Christmas. All right, my loves, let's get started with your December reading. Let's see what we've been up to. Right. Let's see. Temptation. Bottom of the deck. Straight out of the gate. Yay. You know, holidays. This is standard devil energy. It is. Let's have a look where this lies. But it's, you know, over drinking, overeating, over celebrating, doing things at work Christmas parties that we probably shouldn't be doing, that kind of thing. So, what's the recent past held for Virgo? Nice. You've just recently had a success with the Ace of Swords. Current energy is Magician. This is beautiful. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. This is beautiful. Current blocks is the Five of Cups. Emotional loss. I'll come back to this card because I find it fascinating in this deck. I'm using all John Holland decks this time. Conscious is intuition. I love that. You've got the Magician and the High Priestess right together. Like, it's like superpowers. Subconsciously, you've got the Four of Swords. So you're taking some time out. You're having a little breather, which is good. Very good, using your intuition. Okay. Challenges coming up. Shadow sign. It's the Moon. Things unseen. Things you haven't quite seen yet. Unaware of at the moment. We'll keep going. What's the advice? Major arcanas coming out all over the place. The advice is the Universe card, the World card. And the possible outcome is the Lovers. You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cards, and 2, 4, 6 of them are major arcanas. This is a big read for you guys. So, currently you've got it going on. You very internal at the moment. Virgos are pretty deep thinkers. And they tend to keep an awful lot to themselves, which stands to reason. I mean, if you look at these, you've got 3 very, very singular cards, and they're all very, very introspective. Higher power kind of meditative connection. This is intuition. This is obviously crown chakra, and this can be the meditation card. Definitely taking some time out to contemplate and rest. So you've got all of that going on. The only thing that could be blocking this, which would also go with the reason you need to go down inward and take a breath, is whatever emotional loss you felt recently. Now, I find this really interesting because in the recent past you've had triumphant success, and quite often with major success there is also a loss of some kind. If you think about people who win the lotto, they can lose friends or family members. People who get promoted at work can lose friendships with colleagues. It can be a double-edged sword. The reason I really like this card is because even though it's an emotional loss, if you look at the spiral, it's not something that only happens once in your life. Emotional loss and grief is something that happens over and over and over again. And the best way to handle it is to learn how to feel what you're feeling. Don't try and block it. Feel it. Don't live in it though. Work through it and move on. And spend time cultivating very good, solid, loving relationships, because when you do get hurt, they will help support you through that. Okay? So listen to your intuition. Take some time out, because that's what all of these are saying you need to do. And work through this. But work through it in a way that the temptation could be to use unhealthy means to get you through this emotional loss without it being shown, without your feelings really being shown, because the moon can be hidden feelings and emotions buried. So be careful that the temptation isn't to drink the grief away or work the grief away, or whatever this emotional loss is. Please beware that you are not tempted to something it away, make it go away. I don't have time to deal with this at the moment. Or I need to be strong. No, don't do that. Because with your shadow side, there are things to learn. And this might be what you haven't realised yet, is that this has something to teach you. There's a lesson in this emotional loss. And that's why you really need to sit in this beautiful, beautiful energy connected with your higher power. And that will give you the insight, the clarity, and all the tools to handle it beautifully, which is something you probably haven't seen how to do up until now. The advice is the universe card, and that to me is very similar graphic. It's the spiral you know. And I love this card because she can see right into you. There's no two ways about that. If you look at this card long enough, you know she's looking right into you. And that is a way of saying that that's the mirror of the beauty of this evolution, is that you have so much more self-awareness and self-understanding, and you've done so much growth that this is the completion of this major cycle, because the major arcana are the major cycles through our lives, the major events through our lives. And once you get to this card, you have completed that cycle. And so you are that much wiser and that much more capable of handling things, and that much closer to your authentic self, which is beautiful. So I say swim in this, relish it, love it. It's beautiful and divine energy, because the outcome is the Lovers. Now, I've always said and always say that the Lovers card, it can be a loving, healthy, loving relationship. Beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. And doing this work will definitely help you with that. But it can also be the union of yourself, because you need to accept both sides in order to truly love who you are. That is dark and light, shadow and light, masculine and feminine. You know, all those dual energies that we possess within ourselves. And until you can accept all of yourself, good and not so pretty, then you don't get this beautiful unconditional union, harmony, love. And you don't get that with a partner if you don't have it with yourself first. So either way, the Lovers is a beautiful way to end. I don't think I need anything clarified on this, but what I will do, my loves, is end with a spirit message for you. So what do beautiful Virgos need to hear from you this December? Here we go. Study. I like the way the butterflies are coming out of the mind. It's that very similar energy with those two cards. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. Go December. I love that. Find new ways that you haven't looked at before, that you don't understand or haven't seen before. Let them come to light. This is the end of a learning cycle. So put that learning into practice and get ready for the next learning cycle. And instead of resisting it, dive into it. New decade. Yes. Bring it on, I say. All right, my loves. Looking forward to some transformation with you. All right. Have a great Christmas if I don't talk to you before. Love lots. Hugs, and as always, kisses.